So here it comes then, the WBC Super Middleweight title fight. Dingaan the Rose Thobela against Glenn Catley from the UK, the champion.
Come the 1st of September, definitely there's no doubt I'm the new champion. But of course I've got to have to exercise it in the ring. I'll do it in September 1st and I'll show that Glenn Catley is a worthy champion, but I'm the better champion. Thanks.
I'm looking forward to an exciting fight. As we've already been pointing out, it's going to be exciting. You know, we're both not giants at super middleweight, so we're both going to be there in front of one another. I'm not going to be running. I know I won't have to go looking for Thobela. He'll be there in my face, which I think is going to make a good recipe for a good fight. So, like I say, people coming along, I think they're going to get their money's worth. Once again, thank you for making me feel most welcome, and I look forward to speaking to you all after the fight. Thank you.
Well, this is Thobela's fight at the same venue at Carnival City when he won that South African super middleweight title. This was 19th of February, Nick, against the odds. Dingaan Thobela, and he looks in better condition now than he did that night.
This is the early stage of the fight too, round 4, and Soonboetis was starting to get on top here. Better work rate from Soonboetis, the younger fighter, the fitter fighter, working that much harder than Dingaan Thobela. Thobela was still landing that sneaky right hand though through the fight. And that proved to be the difference between the two fighters in the end.
And you can see that cross-arm defense. You know, a lot of the sting has taken off the punches. Look at that, you know, ducking under those punches. Good defense here from Thobela. Good right hand, sharp right hand, those stinging right hands. And that makes the difference. Relying on his power is Dingaan Thobela.
And his accuracy of punching too. He's always able to land that right hand clean. Well, soaking up quite a bit of punishment.
Well, a lot of fighters, when they go up in weight, they don't take their power with them. But Thobela has possibly taken more power with him as he's gone up.
Well, he times his punches so beautifully. He really does. And that's natural talent. You can't teach that.
So just taking those shots on the arms, you know. Tired Thobela there. No. Good sneak right hand there. Good shot. Pinpoint punches from Thobela. And this possibly did enough to win him the fight.
6, 7, 8.
Soonboetis, a rough, tough customer, but he was dismantled by Thobela's right hand.
And the knockdowns, there was a knockdown early in the fight, and those are the knockdowns that made the difference in the fight.
Now, against Glenn Catley, of course, one feels he's not going to have to go and look for Catley. Catley will be there taking the fight to him.
Well,
but Catley, technically a superior boxer to Soonboetis.
Oh, yes, by far, Nick. He's fought a better opposition. And there's Thobela, he's a bit of in and out.
So Soonboetis, the win there, that was his last fight. The loss against Carr too. Again, he had his moments in that fight when he really had Carr going.
It was very close. One of the judges gave it to him, Nick.
Now, the champion, Glenn Catley, pretty much unknown here in South Africa. This is his fight against Marcus Beyer.
This is when he won the title, Nick. Look at that, terrific right hand. He's so dangerous with that right hand. And that's what Thobela's got to watch out for.
Now, it happened late in the fight, and reports were that Catley was behind on points, so he had to pull it out of the bag. He showed a champion's heart. He was able to dig deep and find that right hand in that final round.
And, you know, against the odds, nobody gave him a chance going into this fight. But look at that. Look at all the power. Look at the aggression coming. And this is the 12th round.
And look at the way he clinically puts the punches together, too, Glenn Catley. I mean, these are not lucky punches. He's picking his shots. Beyer trying to tie up Catley. Catley just looking for another clear opportunity.
But it was just too strong for Beyer. You see, Bayer's legs are gone. He's had enough. And the referee stopped it. That's winning the title for Glenn Catley.
So, champion Glenn Catley, perhaps better known to you now. Certainly overseas, of course, known well is Glenn Catley.
That was a disputed loss, the one against Woodall. He won that fight. He says a lot of other people reading boxing news, they said he won it. But look at it on a winning roll. Flute, Lucas, Beyer winning the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Power Play from Sun International's Carnival City Casino. Brought you compliments of Rainbow Cash and Carry, and exclusive to Supersport, your channel of champions. We get to the feature and final bout on the card this evening. It is for the WBC Super Middleweight title. Speaking of champions and championships belts, before we get to the fight, I'd like to welcome some champions who are with us at ringside this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, the WBC middleweight champion of the world. I'd like to welcome into the ring Keith Holmes.
Well, this is a big coup for us here. Keith Holmes, the WBC champion. Not every day you have WBC champions jetting into the country. We've seen this man fight on Supersport. Good fighter is Keith Holmes.
Technically one of the best fighters in the world.
Mini flyweight champion of the world. Please put
Tall
your hands
man
together
for a middleweight.
for Zolani Patello.
IBF mini flyweight champion Zolani Patello.
Strawweight champion, yeah. You know, they call him a strawweight. And he's rated
Ladies
number
and
one
gentlemen,
by the
a
Ring
firm
magazine.
favourite with a lot of people in this country and around the world. He is the current WBU junior featherweight champion of the world. Please welcome Masibulele Hawk Makepula.
The very popular Hawk Makepula, WBU champion.
And looking resplendent in that
Up
lime
next is a
green
man
suit.
who took over from a true legend, and he's managed to continue carrying the flame. He is the current IBF junior featherweight champion of the world. Letlonolo of Stone Ledwaba.
Well, perhaps pound for pound, the best fighter we have in the country today.
And there's talk of him fighting Johnny Tapia. What a fight that would be.
He tells me that fight's going to go ahead. I think they're saying October, early October for that one.
That's
Ron.
one to look
Finally, a
forward
man
to.
who doesn't really
That'll
need
be a
any
classic.
introduction at all. He's a three-time world champion, probably one of the most well-known faces in South Africa. Please welcome Baby Jake Matlala.
A very popular man, Baby Jack Matlala. And I believe he's going to fight for the 4th world title next month or two. IBA champ, WBO junior fly, WBO flyweight champion of the world. Well, who?
And finally, ladies and gentlemen, a man who I think would really only like to climb into the ring with these gentlemen in this sort of circumstance. He is the director of Sun International's Gaming North, Mr. Stuart Shaw.
Well, that's Stuart Shaw, the man who is
What title does he hold, Ron?
Well, I don't know, but he's the man with the money. You know,
That's right.
the money runs the show.
Yes, indeed it does.
Very brave going into the same corner as those 5 men. Ladies and gentlemen, we get to the feature bout on the card this evening. It's for the WBC Super Middleweight title of the world. It's scheduled for 12 rounds. Please welcome into the ring the challenger from Soweto, Johannesburg, South Africa, Dingaan, the Rose of Soweto, Thobela.
Well, Dingaan Thobela has had much to do with the history of South African boxing. A chance to make further history tonight to win a WBC title. The first ever WBC title staged here in South Africa in this Carnival City ring. The Rose of Soweto. Huge moment for him.
And I see he's got experience. Harold Forbrat in the corner there. Possibly Harold will be working as the cut man tonight. Look at the reception that Dingaan's getting here. What a reception for the Rose of Soweto.
So the Rose, he's in good shape mentally. We spoke to him earlier in the week and nothing but positive sentiments expressed by Dingaan Thobela.
I think he spoke so well on Punchline the other night. So positive, you know. Really, to me, going into this fight, he's got so much confidence.
Well, I think that win against Suan Buddhist as a super middle really just was a confidence booster for him, rejuvenated the career to win back a South African title.
And you know, everybody said he couldn't do it, and he proved them wrong. Tonight, he's got so much to prove.
I don't think it's going to be easy, though. Glenn Catley is a good champion.
And Glenn Catley was a former British middleweight champion. The man has been in there, experienced fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion. He's come a long way to defend this title tonight, all the way from Bristol, England. Please welcome Glenn Catley.
Well, here comes the WBC champion, very highly recognized as the WBC. And to win a WBC title, quite an achievement.
Making a very business-like entrance to the ring is Glenn Catley, taking the short route
Well, he told us the other night, Nick, and he's got a therapist, a hypnotherapist that works with him, that gives him so much confidence. And you can hear where the man spoke. That's oozed with confidence.
I find that very intriguing, the fact that he, yes, is prepared to work with a hypnotherapist and feels he gains a great deal from it. What it means quite, I'm not sure. Does he come into the ring in a state of hypnosis?
Well, who knows, you know. But he looks very confident, very calm and collected coming out the ring.
I must be honest, I don't think it goes quite that far. I think it's just basically to help you with your confidence and your positive thinking. Nothing wrong with that.
That's so true.
So ring announcer Duncan Pollock, who is certainly not hypnotized tonight, will give us the details.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we pay tribute to both countries and listen to the anthems. God Save the Queen and the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for God Save the Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, the feature bout on the card this evening, it is power play, and this is for the WBC Super Middleweight title. It is scheduled for 12 rounds. I'd like to introduce you to the WBC officials scoring at ringside. Our judges from Ghana, Mr. Eddie Papo. From France, Mr. Alfred Azaro. And from the United States of America, Mr. Sid Rubenstein. Our fight supervisor from Tunisia is Mr. Hussein Huichi. And our referee from the United States of America, Mr. Eddie Cotton. Fighting out of the red corner on my left, the challenger. He weighed in at 75.7 kilograms. He's fighting in the red, black and white trunks. His fight record, 39 wins, 7 losses and 2 draws. 25 wins by way of knockout. He is the current South African super middleweight champion, and he's also a former 2-time world lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger from Soweto, South Africa. Please welcome Dingaan, the Rose of Soweto, Thobela. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the blue corner on my right, weighed in at 75.85 kilograms. He's fighting in the purple trunks. His fight record, 26 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw. 20 of those 26 wins within the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the current British middleweight champion, and tonight he defends for the first time a title he won from German Marcus Bayer. Ladies and gentlemen, the current WBC super middleweight champion of the world from Bristol, England. Please welcome Glenn Catley.
All right, boxers, you both received your instructions. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Let's touch gloves. A good, clean fight. Let's go.
Bless you both.
Let's go.
Well, this is the one we've been waiting for, Nick. There are the stats. Dingaan Thobela, 67, 74. Quite a difference there in the reach. Height, 170, 177. I think they got the age wrong there, because Dingaan Thobela is a little bit older than that, Nick. He is 34 years old. The 24th of September will be his birthday, he'll be 34. But you ain't the first round of this WBC super middleweight championship fight, scheduled for 12 rounds.
I think Dingaan Thobela would like to be 29 again for this fight, that's for sure, against Glenn Catley, because he's going to have his work cut out. Catley, good, compact, come-forward fighter, strong fighter. Thobela, though, a rare talent, certainly in South African boxing.
And that's Glenn Catley in the mauve trunks, and Dingaan Thobela, the challenger, in the multicolored trunks, the red, the green, the yellow and the blue.
Well, as we expected, the champion is planted himself solidly in front of Thobela in the center of the ring. It's not going to be the type of fight where either fighter has to go looking for the other opponent. Thobela in those South African colors, Catley in the purple.
Glenn Catley's been fighting most of his fighting life as a middleweight. It's only recently he's gone up to the super middleweight.
Well, still the British champion.
But he gave the title up when he won that WBC title, the WBC super middleweight title. But he's coming in now as a fully fledged super middleweight. He says he feels comfortable as a super middleweight.
Both fighters obviously looking very much super middleweights. Comfortable at the weight, certainly Thobela is.
Glenn Catley wanted to give up boxing a little while ago. You know, he's a security guard, that was his job. He wasn't getting fights, and then he got that crack at Richie Woodall, all a dispute about that, and then he got the big one, Marcus Bayer.
Of course, we all know how winning a title too can really elevate your performance in the ring, and Glenn Catley may well fall into that category.
And we got our referee here tonight, Eddie Cotton from the United States, a very, very accomplished referee, Nick. Not to be confused with Eddie Cotton, the fighter, a great light heavyweight in the early years. Eddie Cotton has just been rated one of the top 10 referees by Ring Magazine. So a very competent official, Eddie Cotton.
Well, Catley landing a light right hand. No fighter has done any sort of damage thus far at all. It's really a reconnaissance round, this opening round. Catley with a stiff left jab.
Just feeling each other out there, you know, just seeing what it's all about. Evenly matched, both fighters possibly the same height.
Same sort of builds too.
Very much so, you know. Would you call them chunky? Or
chunky would be
chunky
a polite way of describing it.
Yes. Going the last 10 seconds out of round one, a very quiet opening round, but understandable. Both fighters just feeling each other out.
Nothing really to separate the two fighters in this opening round.
Good left hands coming in.
Oh, Thobela
a looking right hand there from
hand.
Dingaan Thobela. Possibly just enough to shade the round.
Well, I would say definitely yes. It was the only telling punch of the round.
some action, yeah, and possibly you'll see that right hand coming in and the jabs, and that is it. Right at on the bell, you see Thobela just jabbing, scoring with the jab, and then catching a good right hand there from Thobela. The best shot of the whole round.
Just settle down. Okay, just settle down. Don't walk onto his right hand. Think about it. All right, think about what you're doing all the time. Okay, good. All right.
Chris Senegal, who does so much good work with his British fighters and UK-based fighters.
And look, Glenn Catley from Bristol. He's the first Bristolian to win a world title. A lot of good bare knuckle fighters from the bare knuckle days came out. A few champions, 3 British champions from the 1700s, 1800s came from Bristol. But since those days, he's the first real recognized world champion from Bristol.
Dingaan Thobela will be looking to capitalize on that right hand he landed at the bell. Set up behind the jab, it must be emphasized too. And a jab is a key punch, obviously, for both fighters in this fight. But Thobela especially, as he regards that right hand now as his key punch. He's got to set it up behind the jab.
Well, you know, just reading about Catley, they say he's got a leaky defense, and you have to watch out. If it's true, he'll have problems with Thobela with those sneak right hands. Good defensive work there by Thobela. And that's Glenn Catley, the WBC super middleweight champion in the mauve trunks. And Dingaan Thobela, the challenger from South Africa, in the multicolored trunks. Good technical boxing there, Nick. You know, both fighters working for the openings. A bit of pushing there with the shoulder. The referee didn't pick it up, and I've just been praising him in the first round. He should have picked that up. Pushing with the elbow is Catley. That's a foul.
I see Catley changing the angles too, determined not to stay in one spot.
He's felt the power of that right hand from Thobela, and I think that's why he's doing that. Well, Thobela fighting his normal slow pace here, just working slowly, working for the openings.
Well, for Dingaan Thobela, pace is everything in a fight. You know, at 34, and at times in the past, having struggled with weight and conditioning, he knows he has to pace himself correctly.
He can't rely on speed. He can only rely on speed of punch. That's all he can do.
Catley gets home with a light right hand, not really landing.
Good defense here by Thobela. Got to watch out for that left hook, Catley. Known for the big left hook. He's got to get inside to dig in underneath with that left hook. That's his dangerous punch. We're going to the last 30 seconds here of round 2. A very uneventful round 2. Very little action coming both fighters. And now Thobela picking it up again here in the last few seconds. Very little in this round. I'd hate to call it. Have to go for an even round.
Okay, what you're going to have to do is make a bar as he comes, then stop, boom, boom, boom. Have a step back, boom, boom, boom. All right? Let him walk onto the shots, okay? Okay? All right, you're boxing well. That's a good right hand to the body, okay? He's got a good jab, hasn't he? Yeah, all right. Nice deep breath, little drink. Open your mouth wide, okay?
Watch his head. He's using the head. He's using the head. So into round 3 of this 12-round WBC Super Middleweight Championship fight here at Carnival City. Very little action from either fighter in the first 2 rounds, but it's been a cat and mouse.
Thobela landing a clean right hand to end the first round, but that is it, I think, for really clean punches between the two of them thus far.
But looking at Catley, you know, he's a bit of a negative fighter at times, and he's known for this negativity. But he can come on strong at the end, and that's been his secret, coming on strong at the end.
Yeah, there is a school of thought that says if Dingaan Thobela cannot win this inside the opening 6 rounds, he really is going to struggle in the last 6, because as you point out, Catley gets stronger as the fight goes on.
Did you see that elbow going again? The referee hasn't picked it up. Now, that's bad. That's the second time he's gone in with the elbow. See, elbow going, another elbow going in. The referee not picking up on the wrong side.
Slick defensive work from Dingaan Thobela. He has a habit of crossing those arms, and a lot of those punches not missing, not hitting the target. That was a right hand. That caught the target. That's a good shot there from the champion. I think Catley's first really clean right hand.
Catley picking up the pace here in round 2. A little bit more urgency in his work. The head going in there. You've got to watch out for that head. The right hand coming in there again for Catley. Now he's... And he must take that round.
Well, you feel Dingaan Thobela has to work a little harder for those openings. He looks good when he starts using the jab, boxing from behind the jab.
But the champion's been busy in this round, Nick. He was throwing more combinations. Dingaan let him come to it.
Right, when you get through, to move to the side, you won't be sharp, all right?
We're into round 4, the scheduled 12 round here for the WBC Super Middleweight title. And a good third round for Glenn Catley. Busy in the round. Glenn Catley fighting a clever fight, Joe. Just picking his punches.
Slightly different fight to the one I anticipated. I thought Catley would come forward a little more. Thobela would be more on the back foot and counter-punching.
Now, this is his style, Nick. You know, he likes to fight off the back foot. He likes to be a bit negative, and then he fights in bursts. You can see when he throws those combinations.
Nice right hand from Dingaan Thobela.
Dingaan Thobela can't take too many of those body shots.
I think Dingaan Thobela would be quite happy actually coming forward, because it's allowing him to control the pace of the fight. He doesn't want to get drawn into a fight where he's forced to fight too much. in the sense that he needs to pace himself over the 12 rounds.
Well, I think these are the tactics. You can see what the tactics he's using. Letting Catley do all the work, but tight defense, picking up most of the punches on the gloves, on the arms.
Again, that familiar cross-arm defense from Dingaan Thobela.
Giving the champion a bit of trouble there because he's battling to pierce that defense, you know. But the champion's doing all the work. He must win the round, and Thobela can't give these rounds away. The early rounds are important if they go to 12 rounds. Timing a bit off there, timing off there by Thobela. Catley moving out of range very cleverly.
Come on, let's go, let's go.
Right hand landing from Thobela, but you see Catley with the elbow again, and Dingaan Thobela picking it up.
Well, the referee not picking it up, and I think that's wrong. But all the work coming from Catley, and he's got to win the round just on sheer aggression. Guys, the last 10 seconds of this the final seconds of this third round. Yeah. Oh, good few shots coming there from Thobela. Closing seconds of the fourth round.
Yes, PBJ Matlala here. We are going into the fifth round. How do you see the fight?
I think to dominate the fight. You should box him nice. He mustn't allow this guy to dominate the fight. But I think this guy is winning at the moment with points. And let Dingaan make up his mind, make sure that he fights. I think he can win this fight. I mean, this guy is not so dangerous. He can win Dingaan if he wants to make up his mind and fight seriously.
Thank you very much, PBJ Matlala.
So the thoughts there of Baby Jake Matlala. He'd like to see Dingaan pick it up a little bit.
So I must agree with you, Nick. Dingaan's been too slow. He hasn't thrown enough punches.
Round 5, champion Glenn Catley is probably winning these rounds. They look close, but on our card, Catley with the higher work rate. Got a problem here. Water in the corner.
The referee Eddie Cotting just making him clean up the water and ice in the corner.
Come back over here.
They've cleaned it all out now. It looks like they've taken all the ice out.
So here we go, round 5 of this WBC super middleweight title fight. Champion Glenn Catley.
And the last 2 rounds, good rounds for the champion. He won both these rounds on my card. The busier fighter, more aggression. Nothing spectacular, but winning rounds for the champion. Well, a little bit of history here in the ring tonight. First WBC title fight ever in South Africa.
Thobela looking to load up on that right hand.
What he needs is he's got to pick it up. You know, he's giving rounds away, and he can't afford to give too many away.
Oh, solid jab from Thobela. Catley blinked as he took that punch.
But Thobela's got to throw more punches. Got to watch that head of Catley too. Coming in rather dangerous with the head at times.
Good shot, work. Watch your elbows inside, work.
Well, Thobela trying to measure him, but Catley just ducking underneath those punches. Clever boxer is Catley. Oh, let these Catley's doing all the work. Thobela can't win the rounds like this.
Good job.
He's relying on one punch, Thobela.
Oh, left hook landing from Thobela. Catley took it well, though. Crowd got excited, but Catley took it well.
He's not throwing enough punches, is Thobela. Catley doing all the work. And this must impress the judges. Good little right hand coming there from a champion.
Those right hands to the midriff of Dingaan Thobela will take their toll as this fight progresses.
Well, Thobela, 34 years old, slow down, fighting at his pace, but Catley, the younger man, 28 years old.
Well, Dingaan's fight strategy is all around fighting in spurts these days. He's looking for some solid shots.
He's battling against the champion, he's ducking in and out. Good defensive work there, a movement by Catley. Crowd getting excited, but really nothing special coming in from Thobela.
Catley with the right hand may have snuck between the gloves.
But only scoring punches coming from Catley. Another round in the back for the champion.
From Zimase Mguni, we're going into the 6th round. After 5 rounds of action, how do you see this fight?
Well, we're still behind on points, but I'm worried because Dingaan, the way I see this fight, Dingaan is a heavier puncher of the two, but the other guy, he's much busier than Dingaan. Dingaan is holding back, but I believe he can throw more punches, especially the right hand, some combination. He can do so, you know, we have a new champion because he's a heavier puncher of the two. I don't believe this guy can knock out Dingaan, but I believe he can knock out this guy, but this guy is more busy than him.
Thank you very much,
Pretty well
Pramsi.
said, you know, we're going into round 6 here. And, you know, this is what's happening. Dingaan Thobela's not doing enough work. He's letting Catley do all the work, and Catley's sneaking in the rounds. You can't give the rounds away. In a 12-round fight, these are the rounds that count.
Yeah, Thobela relying perhaps too much on one punch at a time. Needs to get the combinations going a bit.
Catley can be knocked out. He's been stopped twice in his career, but really Dingaan Thobela's going to have to catch him because he's shifty, he moves well. Some good little shots coming there from Thobela, but really didn't phase the champion at all. That was a good right hand there by the... Catley felt that one. Quite surprised the referee isn't picking up those elbows. He pushes with the elbow all the time. The referee hasn't picked it up once. Good right hands there from Thobela.
Well, Glenn Catley's got a good chin. We've seen that already. He's taken a couple of those right hands flush.
He's been tested here in this round.
Bouncing off the top of Glenn Catley's head now. Punches from Thobela. Better round for Thobela though. He's picked up the action a bit here.
Well, the scoring shots have come from the challenger. And that's Dingaan Thobela in the multicolored shorts and Glenn Catley in the mouth.
Get out, good job.
Catley scoring with a right hand.
They're just waiting for that opening, conserving his energy, but letting the champion come at him. And a surprise, the world-class referee like Eddie Cotton not picking up those elbows. Rather surprised. Thobela really short with all those punches. Timing not too good. Just warning for the head, and quite correctly so as referee Eddie Cotton. A good little jab coming there from Thobela. Possibly his best round since the second round.
Still fighting in spurts, but he's done more in this round than in previous rounds.
And more effective punches are coming from Thobela.
Catley, though, with a late rally.
Good right hand there from Thobela. Good shots coming in from at the end of the round now. He's shaking the champion. A good finish there for Thobela. He must take that round. Well, some action, yeah. Possibly some of those good shots coming in from Thobela. It's the end of the better punches in that round. Sharp punches coming in from the challenger. A lot of those punches are missing. They weren't landing. It was only at the end of the round that Thobela caught him. And that is the one. There it is. To the head. And Catley felt those shots. They were stinging punches.
It was a little right hand, and then doubling up really with the right hand that started that series of combinations from Thobela. So Dingaan Thobela perhaps marginally behind on points. It's a close fight. We move into the second half of this super middleweight title fight. Dingaan Thobela, Glenn Catley. Now, has Thobela got enough in the tank to take it through? If it needs to go to points, can he pick up the work rate? If he can't, Ron, I would suggest he's going to lose this one on points.
Oh, yes. No, the busier fighter is the champion, Glenn Catley. Sneaking rounds.
Let's go.
Thobela complaining about the head, but the referee says no.
Let's go. You gotta keep...
That baby stings the Thobela into action.
Lands a right hand, and it causes Catley to back up. Clean right hand.
Thobela's got a cut there on the head. You can see that right between the eyes. There's a cut between the eyes. The blood just pouring out, and that's a bad position for Thobela.
And that obviously was caused by the
clash of heads.
I'm surprised the referee didn't pick that up either.
Well, a little bit disappointed in the refereeing here tonight. He came out with good credentials. None of the top-class referee, but he really hasn't handled the fight all that well.
Because it was obvious to everybody ringside that that's what happened.
As you can see, Catley's coming in with the head all the time. Dangerous with the head.
Working the body still is Glenn Catley. Oh, that was on the low side.
Well, the referee was quite right there. He picked that up. I think it was accidental. Thobela's got to pick up the pace. Just giving away rounds, you know. See the head going in there again. A good combination from the champion. Well, the cut's in a bad place, and the blood will run into his eyes. He's going to have problems. But he's got a good cut man in the corner there in Harold Forbrat. They've got to stop that blood quickly. Elbow going in again there. Elbow going in again. The referee doesn't pick it up. I'm quite surprised. Well, very poor refereeing, Yuck.
Thobela punching rather accurately in this round.
Another good right hand coming there, but Catley giving him another little left hand there, returning, and another one coming from Catley. Catley the busier fighter, throwing more punches. Well, watch that uppercut. Catley's known for the uppercut. They've got a good left hook. And a good finish here by the champion. A good round for the champion.
And Kelly Oliver with me here. How do you see this fight, Kelly?
I think Glenn's quite comfortable. Look, he looks to be taking most of the rounds for me, but every now and again Thobela just keeps opening up, and he still shows us that he's not finished. He's still quite dangerous, so Glenn just got to be careful for for a few more rounds, and just be careful not to get caught from the big shot from Thobela.
Thank you very much, Kelly Oliver, and back to our commentators.
Well, you can see that a lot of pushing there, a lot of heads going in. I don't think the referees handle the fight all that well. I'm rather disappointed, Eddie Cotton.
Well, he certainly picked up the low blow that Dingaan Thobela threw unintentionally earlier in the round. There's the elbow again going in. Now look at that, that's quite clear.
He never picked that elbow once. He hasn't warned for the elbow once.
So round 8 of this WBC super middleweight title fight. Glenn Catley probably ahead on points, but Dingaan Thobela still dangerous, but needs to pick it up, needs to dig deep, find the resources somehow in this aging veteran's body if he wants to win this one.
Thank you. The referee's picked it up eventually. The first warning is out for the elbow. That's about time.
Got the bird from the crowd as well.
Well, they've been watching on the big screen, Nick. They've seen it all along.
Watch him heads, watch him heads. Come on, stop using elbow, man.
Well, it's been an intriguing fight. I wouldn't say it's been a great fight, but what a close-up, what a technique. Both fighters cagey. Catley coming in low with the head there, Catley, very dangerous. And you can see that blood has been well controlled by the corner. That's the work of Harold Forberg in the corner of Dingaan Thobela. But Thobela only fighting in spurts. That's his only hope. He can't win this fight on points, carrying on like he does now.
That's good.
Well, it's part of the armory of Catley. He just can't help it. He fights with that arm and the elbow coming in.
Thobela, good right hand.
A stinging right hand.
That rocked Catley. And now the Rose looking for his opportunity, Ron. That rocked Catley.
Well, that's the best shot of the fight, and Catley knew he was hurt there. Tight defense coming in. Another good right hand there from the challenger.
Stinging blows from Dingaan Thobela.
Another good left hand. A nosebleed there. The nose is bloody, pouring blood from Catley. Elbow going in again from Catley. Another elbow going in.
Lovely uppercut inside from Thobela. He's focused now. He's picking
Straight round there for Thobela. And the crowd here behind the South African. He really got the champion hurt there. But it's his only hope. He'll never win this fight on points at this rate. He's got to knock the champion out.
Well, not going wild is Dingaan Thobela, looking for another clear shot. He realised Catley was hurt, but Catley was still in control of himself.
Catley's a tough customer.
Oh, he takes a good shot, no question.
He's been there, he knows it.
I think lesser super middles would have gone down. As it is, Catley bleeding from that nose. Backed into the corner now.
Catley coming back at him. This is what he shows. The true colours of a champion. Coming right back at Thobela. An elbow going in again from Catley.
Champion's fighting hard, I think. We saw Kelly Oliver digging deep earlier this evening. Now Glenn Catley, his turn to dig deep.
Stop him, stop him, stop him, stop him, stop him. Step back, step back, step back.
Certainly Dingaan Thobela's most impressive round of the fight.
He must take this round.
Where's the flannel? Right. Where's the flannel? Do the opposite to what you're doing. Get a bit of space between yourselves, all right? All right? Go on the retreat. Let him come to you. Make him move.
Well, Dingaan Thobela may not be physically what he was, but the talent is still there. Look at the precision punching as well. Such an accurate puncher when he gets it together.
Well, that was a tremendous shot against the jaw there. That really caught the champion's attention. But all credit to the champion. He came back well at the end of the round. He weathered the storm very well.
That's the right hand that did the damage. Look at Catley's legs go momentarily. Now Thobela looking for the follow-up punch. And the Dingaan Thobela fan club in full voice here inside the Big Top Arena, Carnival City. Round 9. Can Thobela pull off what would be regarded as a bit of an upset, really? Catley came in with all the aces. The younger man, the champion. I think we need to make the point, Ron. This is only Dingaan Thobela's, what, second fight as a super middle?
That's right, yes. He fought in England, he fought as a middleweight there, but only his second fight as a super middleweight.
Mind you, we could say the same for Glenn Catley. Most of his career has been fought at middleweight.
Well, he fought Reggie Woodall as a super middleweight, so he's had about 4 or 5 fights as a super middle.
So Thobela, again, looking to set up those damaging right hands.
But you can see the champion showing him a lot of respect in this round. He's felt the
Well, he's actually backpedaling a lot more than he has at any stage of the fight, is Glenn Catley.
The first time he's really backpedaled in the fight.
Quite noticeable.
That nose bleeding again. He took a big shot on the nose there from Thobela.
So for the first time in the fight now, Thobela has to go looking for Catley.
The first time he's really been in charge, I would say.
That nose has opened up again. Catley bleeding from the nose. Flicking right hand from Thobela, just to remind Catley, and a good stiff jab. Catley starting to take a bit of punishment now.
Well, Thobela just working for the openings here now. Catley just backing off. Wants to regain his sense of taking that big right hand in the previous round. Well, the crowd all behind you. They're all singing for Dingaan Thobela, the Rose of Soweto.
Noticeable too how the punch rate of Glenn Catley has dropped.
And there comes an elbow. Really, this referee is not doing himself justice tonight. The elbow's been going all the night, all night. Getting away with it, so he just carries on, this Catley. Catley slowed down considerably here in round 9. But Thobela's got to throw more punches. He's got the power. And possibly that's his only hope to win this fight.
Well, I think he felt all along that he could possibly stop Glenn Catley. If he caught him clean enough, that he could stop Glenn Catley.
Come on, keep your elbows in.
And I think Catley's key to winning this fight was to sustain a high work rate, which for large parts of this fight he's done.
But don't underestimate Glenn Catley. He's always come back strongly. He came back against Lucas. He came back against Bayer, Marcus Bayer. So don't underestimate him.
Uneventful round, really.
Very little in that round. Well, now an interview with Hands of Stone, IBF,
Hands of Stone,
junior featherweight champion of the world.
Junior featherweight champion of the world. Hands of Stone, how do you see the fight?
Well, Pomlan, as you see now, Dingaan's got a fight on his side. You see, if he can lead with jab and then meet most of the uppercuts, then I think he's got a fight. But so far, the problem is he started very late. You see, maybe he should have done that very early. Then he was going to win the fight. So right now for him, it's just to win the fight with a knockout. Then that's all.
IBF champion, Hands of Stone, Litwaba, thank you very much.
Well, Thobela, yes, starting late in the fight, and as I sneak a look at your card, Ron, you've got Catley, what, a point clear at this stage. So Thobela has narrowed the range in these last couple of rounds. Championship rounds, though, now, round 10.
Well, these are the rounds that Catley's known to come in strong in those last rounds, so we've got to watch out for that.
And now I think it really does depend, as far as Dingaan Thobela is concerned, on just how much road work conditioning he did coming into this fight. How hard did he work?
Stop. Look, Glenn, I told you that's the second time now, all right? Come on, keep it up. I don't want to do nothing
Good there, the referee's warning Catley there now.
All right, go.
And about time.
Keep him in.
Well, that's Catley's second warning for use of the elbows.
But he should have done it long ago. He's still using the elbow.
Well, I think it's just part of his fighting style.
No, he can't help himself, Nick. It's just automatic.
And that head goes in very low, too.
Dingaan should use his uppercut. He's got a very good uppercut. And let him come in low the head, uppercut him. But a bit of more urgency in the champion's work at this round. Possibly got a bit of talking to in the corner, just said pick it up a bit.
Keep it in, Glenn.
All getting a bit untidy now here in the 10th.
There's very little action now, very sloppy now here in the 10th.
Keep your elbows in.
A lot of pushing.
I have to say now, the cleanest shots coming in from Dingaan Thobela.
Very little work coming from the champion at the moment. Doing very little. Pushing well.
I think he may get a point taken.
Well, taking a point away, yeah. The referee's going to deduct a point. Yes, the point deducted, yeah.
Well, on your card, Ron, that evens the fight up.
Evens the fight up.
Okay.
You can't afford to give it away. I think this fight's pretty close.
Come on, Glenn, keep it in.
Look at that head, still going in there.
Both fighters known for their fighting hearts. They've been in this situation before.
Keep it in.
Catley, of course, against Marcus Bayer, soaked up quite a bit of punishment in the fight, came back strongly to win it. And of course, Dingaan Thobela soaked up a lot of punishment in his super middleweight South African title fight with Soen Buddhas.
He looks in better condition here tonight.
He does indeed.
Definitely in better condition for this fight. Quite amazing, a man at 34 in his long career. But a good right hand, as I say, that come in from a champion.
That was a clean right hand from Glenn Catley.
It'll be a difficult round to score this with a point deducted.
Well, Catley again now looking the busier fighter. He seems to have found a second win, Ron.
Just lifted it up. He just lifted it up. This is what he's known for. The championship rounds, those are the rounds that Glenn Catley always comes on so strongly.
Watch some heads, get out!
Good round here for the champion, only losing at points. The possibly will cost him the round because he's come on very well here in the last half minute of this round.
It's around 11 now, right? What's his elbow business? It's a big round, all right? You know, just don't push him back, all right? Don't push him back, all right? Let him come, all right? If you hit him...
Well, they've got to be concerned there for Chris Sanagar. His fight has just lost a point, and really that has evened the fight up.
And it's rather, yeah, it's been a close fight, Nick, and the referee there just deducting a point for, yeah. You see that elbow going and again, there the elbow goes again. Referee hasn't picked up enough of those elbows.
So Glenn Catley, Dingaan Thobela. Looks like it may go to the distance. Here we are, round 11. Close title fight.
Catley knows that he's got to do something special here. And watch out, he's dangerous in rounds 11 and 12. He's going to do something special because it's a close fight on our cards. But you don't know how the judges see it. They can never know how they read it. Catley did a lot of work in those earlier rounds, which they could have given to him.
You know, it hasn't been a super fast pace to the fight, so I think both fighters have probably got something left here.
Come on, right your shoulder, Glenn.
Thobela lands a left hook and a right. Catley takes a good punch. He's proved that already.
Yeah, you keep your shoulders in. Keep him in. Keep him in. Keep him in. You gotta keep telling me.
Thobela's got to go for a knockout because possibly the judges are giving those earlier rounds to Catley for his busier work rate. And when it comes down to the wire, possibly the champion will retain the title.
Well, I don't think either fighter can afford to leave anything behind in these closing two rounds.
Stop it.
But all credit to Dingaan Thobela to do so well in a world title fight at 34. He'll be 34 this month, and nobody expected to put up as good a show against a man like Catley. Catley came here with a good reputation, and Dingaan Thobela, whatever happens, he's put up a great show here tonight.
Catley landing a good combination there, left and right hand.
Had a good round, the champion.
Keep it in.
Well, again, he's looking the busier fighter now, is Glenn Catley. So he has picked it up again.
You can't afford to give away these rounds. Thobela's giving it away.
Watch out.
Right, the last minute out of round 11. And this is when Catley's dangerous.
Well, he's a tough man, works on construction sites.
Watch your shoulders.
From time to time. Well, that's not bad training for the boxing business. Right hand again landing by Catley. Good round for Catley. Come back strongly. Thobela's waiting a little bit. He needs to get his punches off first. Catley beating him to the punch now.
Has his stamina caught up with him? Has he really tiring? Is Dingaan Thobela tiring here in round 11?
Don't lose your shoulders.
And a good round for the champion. He must take this round.
Keep it.
Well, he's leading in this round, is Glenn Catley.
He's winning the round, Nick. More work coming from getting the better punches. Thobela just taking the round off. Tired Thobela here now.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, big right hand from Glenn Catley. Thobela took it well at the bell. That must be a Catley round.
Brian Mitchell, the mean machine. How do you see the fight so far?
Well, it's been quite an interesting fight, a better fight than I expected. Dingaan came in good shape. I'm quite impressed with him. And he's made a close fight of it. Going into the last round, it kind of, I'm not sure how the judges have got it up. I might have Catley slightly ahead because of work rate. But Dingaan's made a real fight of it, and maybe it can go either way.
What one thing should he do in this last round?
He must go for the knockout, that's for sure.
Brian Mitchell, thank you very much for your time.
Well, of course, Brian Mitchell and Dingaan Thobela's careers were so linked a couple of years back. I wonder what Brian makes of all of this, because he stopped fighting years ago now, it seems, and Dingaan's still fighting.
Well, it's unbelievable to see me in the 12th round of a title fight.
And a WBC title fight at that, too.
Touch gloves.
So, Dingaan, the Rose of Soweto, Thobela, Glenn Catley, they fought their way through to this 12th and final round. Tough, uncompromising sort of fight it's been. No major fireworks. Thobela perhaps landing the stronger punches, but Catley the busier fighter.
I think that Dingaan Thobela will need a big round here, Nick, to influence the judges, because my scorecard is behind. Catley's still weary of that right hand. He knows that Thobela can hurt him. He's got to stay away from that right hand.
Keep him in.
Oh, you see Dingaan Thobela here now. Look at him back to his lightweight days, fighting in slow motion now. Quite incredible, the man at his age can still be here in round 12. Possibly he's not done enough to take a title, but who knows?
Well, Catley landing a good right hand there too. You've got to remember that old adage too, the champion has the title, you have to take it away from him. Well, Thobela may have hurt us because he's trying to stay off balance, no knockdown.
No knockdown. That looked very close to a blow for me. I don't know what happened there.
Well, it was Thobela who was turning up the heat.
And then Catley came right back at him. Ken Catley, the heart of a champion, he'll stay there, he'll train bombs right to the last second of the 12th round. Thobela can't get careless. Oh, good shopping right hand there by Catley. No.
That one hurt Thobela.
That hurt him. He's really stunned there. Well, there's all Catley now. Catley, the strong finish, known for the finish. 54 seconds left here. Thobela, a beautiful! What a beautiful shot from Thobela! Well, Catley's in a bad way. He's in a bad way. He doesn't know where he is. This is incredible stuff, Dick.
Thobela can finish this one. Catley is out on his feet. I think he has to go down. He's going to go down.
Incredible stuff.
He's out on his feet.
What a finish to this fight.
He has to go down. Out on his feet.
He's finished. He's gone. He's going down. He's gone down.
And he won't get up. He won't run up. He can't get up, surely.
Incredible pandemonium here. Incredible! What a great victory! Unbelievable stuff here at Pandemonium Stadium. What a great shot, Nick! I can't believe it. That's incredible stuff.
Well, he's the miracle man.
The miracle man, 34 years old. I can't believe it. This is, Dingaan Thobela, never ride him off. What a brilliant finish. I was backing Catley to do that in the 12th round. He did it. Well, well, well.
Dingaan Thobela is the new WBC middleweight champion.
What a fighter, Nick. What a fighter.
Against all the odds, Catley was picking up the pace in the 12th round.
This is unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. It was tremendous stuff there. Nick, this is boxing. You never finish till the last round.
Thobela hoisted shoulder high. I'm looking across to Glenn Catley because he was hurt badly. The referee could have stopped the fight with the first knockdown. He gave him the benefit of the doubt. He realized there wasn't much time left in the round. And Thobela went to work, and my goodness me, did he go to work.
But did you see Catley was finished, and Thobela just picked, he didn't rush in, he just picked those punches off. Unbelievable scenes here. This is what brings people back to boxing. What a finish. Dingaan Thobela, he must be one of the best. I just can't believe it, Dick.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I thought the referee should have stopped it after the first knockdown in the 12th round, because looking into Catley's eyes, there was nothing there. That's why I said he had to go down. What kept him up was sheer heart.
But a boxer never loses punch, and this is what happened. Thobela just let him come at him and just picked those punches off.
And he needed the knockdown, because I think if that had gone to the bell, Catley would have won a close decision.
I'd like to know what the scorecards were, because he would have lost the fight on the scorecards, I'm quite sure. Well, losing the title in your first defense. Well, nobody expected this.
Well, Glenn Catley seems to have recovered. He's all right. He's a real gentleman too, and credit to the sport is Glenn Catley. Put up a great fight, but Dingaan Thobela caught him in that 12th and final round. In other words, Glenn Catley knows what it's like to catch a fighter in the 12th round. He did that with Marcus Bayer, and now he himself has been caught.
Well, he got
in
a bit of his own medicine,
round.
Nick. He got some of his own medicine. This is unbelievable stuff here.
So Dingaan Thobela just adds another chapter. Let's see if we can pick up
that knockout. Let's see the knockout.
Catley was coming forward at this stage. He looked in control of the fight again. He caught Thobela with a cuffing right hand. He's moving in again.
Thobela picking up those punches on the arms, picking them up on the shoulders, on the gloves.
And look, it's all Catley here in this exchange.
Waiting for that opening. And there it came. A little... Thobela, now he's coming now. Watch Thobela. There, a little uppercut. That was the beginning. And then a sharp right hand, that sneak right hand from Thobela. There you are, the side of the head. That was the beginning of the end. And, you know, really, that was a great shot there from Thobela.
Look into Catley's eyes now. Catley was gone at that stage.
Really,
absolutely
he was in a
gone.
bad way. But he's a champion. The referee had to give him the benefit of the doubt. But now you can see Catley just really, he was finished.
Now this
uppercut.
is the second knockdown. Catley already badly hurt now. He's got nothing left.
There you are. Oh, that is incredible. That's good. Well-known uppercut to Dingaan Thobela. Great stuff. He just smashed him down, picking his punches, clean shots, not too hurried. The crowd just loved this, Nick. Just listen to them cheering every shot from Thobela on the slow motion. There you go. Boom, the right hand. Thobela just picking the shots, clean, clinical shots from Dingaan Thobela. Magnificent stuff here.
We've got these big screens here inside the Big Top Arena, and the crowd is just reliving every punch there. Dingaan Thobela,
the world champion, super middleweight champion of the world, champion for the third time.
And what a title to win too, the WBC title.
Well, incredible scenes here tonight. Dingaan Thobela, wow, what a champion.
Well, those of us that said a few years ago that Dingaan Thobela should get out of the game are looking pretty silly now.
Well, so am I, Nick. I'm one of the ones who said that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you came here to see world title boxing. We gave you 2 knockouts in the first 2 title fights. We gave you another one right at the end of the final. Ladies and gentlemen, he came here a little bit earlier on this year and took the national title from Soweto. Tonight, he took the world title from Glenn Catley. 2 minutes and 53 seconds into the 12th round, the new WBC super middleweight champion by knockout from South Africa, Dingaan, the Rose of Soweto, Thobela.
And look at the time, 2 minutes 53 seconds of that 12th and final round. That's cutting it fine. But Dingaan Thobela has done it once again.
Well, you couldn't have anything more dramatic, Nick, if you'd written the script. You couldn't have anything more dramatic than this. 7 seconds to go, and Dingaan Thobela becomes a world champion once again. Look at that. Decisive win, no argument. Well, what a man.
With me now is the victorious Dingaan, the Rose of Soweto, Thobela. Great win here for you, Dingaan.
Well, thank you very much, Pumlani. This is not only for me, but it's all my fans in South Africa who supported me throughout. This title belongs to you and you'll stay here.
That's what they came to here.
In the earlier rounds.
It was tough going because he's a very strong fighter. You can feel his punches when he throws them. They're very strong. So I said, let me take my time and, you know, so that I can get used to his punching power. Then later on, I started drilling him down. Then I could see that he was wearing down all the time. And I knew that I would catch him at the end of the day.
He had a point deducted from him, and I see a gash here on your eye.
Well, he's been doing that from the second round. And I tried to warn him. Unfortunately, nobody take notice of that. And I said, well, let me continue fighting because they don't see what he's doing, because he goes inside and he uses his head and he uses his elbow. So I said, well, let me continue fighting.
Dingaan, it's spring day, the rose blooms again.
Well, there you are. The rose, if it's watered. I thank you all who have supported me throughout my down. And I say, I will defend this title for you.
There was victorious Dingaan Thobela Mkulu. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much to all the supporters. I'm saying to all the South Africans, this title will remain here and we'll defend it as many times as we can.
Dingaan Thobela, the Rose of Soweto.
Well, amazing scenes here at Carnival City. I wonder what the road ahead lies for Dingaan Thobela now. There's some dangerous super middles out there, but Dingaan Thobela has once again established his credentials.
And they'll have to come and take the title from here in South Africa. He's going to fight you. He's a Rodney Berman fighter. Golden Gloves will keep him here. And really, what more can you say about this man? Just look at that. You know, this brings me back to the night when Brian Mitchell won the title. Absolute drama in that Super Bowl. Tonight it's been reenacted. And this is the end. You see the Thobela just picking those punches off. Nick, I'm exhausted, really. This is too much for me. Absolute exhaustion. I mean, what a fight. What a finish.
It really has been a very good bill this evening. We've seen several knockouts, a couple of fights, swingers going the distance. But look at the finish from Dingaan Thobela.
He knew he had him. He knew that the title was his.
And as you say, if the fight had gone to points, I just wonder how the judges would have seen it. Certainly a big last round for Dingaan Thobela. It may have been enough to eke out a points win. Hope you've enjoyed it all. Great action here at Carnival City. Dingaan Thobela will probably be back in this very same ring to defend again. From Ron and myself, a very good night to you.